Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I'm Dina Rico, and I have a great project to share with you today that's so easy. This project features a stamp set and punch bundle available in the Occasions catalog. This is the Truly Tailored Stamp Set and Punch. Now this is a fantastic stamp set and it makes all kinds of great masculine cards, but I wanted to show kind of a more softer, more feminine side to this bundle. So I pulled this out. And what I've done is I've taken the new Share What You Love printed papers, which PS are amazing. And I've combined them with this punch. You can see I've got several scraps right here. This paper is to die for. It's so gorgeous. There's a pearlized aspect on some of the sheets that you can see right there that make it such beautiful paper, and then just the patterns and the color vibrancy are really amazing. So let me show you how I put this card together because it's pretty simple. You can do this with any printed papers or solid colors of papers and you'll have a great card. So I'm going to start with a basic black card base. And I'll, of course, fold that in half. And then on the inside, I'm going to adhere a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4. And that is so that I can write inside my card. And you can stamp this. In fact, maybe we should. Ooh, actually, I don't think I have the stamp set that I want. But I was going to use the Share What You Love stamp set. Let me, hold on, I'll grab it. It's just now this is a promotion that goes for just 2 more days, so make sure you take advantage of it. I've also got an amazing online class, and if you order this Gotta Have It All bundle from my online store, and I'll have details in the description of my video, you'll get 2 free things from me. A 30 project PDF tutorial that shows you 30 different projects using the stamp set and all of the items that come in the bundle, including this gorgeous DSP and this beautiful velvet ribbon that I used on my card, as well as a free online class that has 8 projects with videos, plus a boxed set of 6 different cards, also with videos. So you will see exactly how to put everything together. It is jam-packed full of inspiration. You will not be disappointed. You can also get the online class from me as well. And again, all that info is in the description of this video. So what do you say we do just a teeny bit of stamping on here? Because I think it would be pretty. So I'm going to pull out, my stamp set. And on here it says, hoping your birthday is as grand as you. And so I thought we could do just a quick little stamp on here to coordinate. So I'm going to take this kind of big image here. We'll stick this, oh, it just fits on our block. And then I'm also going to take this image right here. Okay, now I want to use some coordinating colors. So I'm going to take the Grapefruit Grove. This is one of the ink pads you get in this bundle. I'm going to take that and ink it up on my big kind of background-y image here. I'm going to put some paper down to protect my work surface. I'll stamp off a layer of that, and then I'll just kind of stamp some right there. Okay, so I just got kind of a light little splash of color. I'm also going to take and stamp my beautiful, did I glue this in? Can't remember. It feels like it's, oh yeah, it's glued in. That's okay. Then I stamped my little flower image right there in the corner. And then I'm also going to stamp, I'm lucky. Well, I think actually I'm just going to stamp friend. And here's why I say that. If I stamp, I think the rest is too much because this is, after all, a birthday card. So let me show you how I'm going to get just friend out of this. I'm going to take and use some Post-its to cover up like you here at the bottom. And then I'm going to use one more to cover up this part. And I'll just trim this a little, like so, because this makes it really easy. Okay, so I'm only covering up those words. Now all I'm left with is friend. So I'm going to take my black ink. Uh-oh, I got to find my black ink. And I'll stamp just the word friend on here. Oh my gosh, did you see it get a little layer? One of my light bulbs just burned out in my office. Whoops. Okay, so we're going to stamp friend on there. How cool is that? Okay, so that's just the inside. Let's get to the outside because that's actually where the magic is happening on this card. So I'm going to get rid of my Post-its so I don't get ink all over myself because let's just say that is entirely possible. But I do love this stamp set. It is wonderful. Okay, now I also cut myself a strip of 2.5 inch by 5.5 inch black cardstock, and then I'm going to take again those scraps that I have sitting here, and I'm just going to start punching some of these pieces, and then I'm going to attach them to this scrap piece of paper. Basically, what you want to do is just start with one piece. So I'm going to punch this piece right here, which P.S. I love this pattern. It's gorgeous. It's got some of that pearlized stuff on it. So that's going to be kind of our starter piece, if you will. Okay, I'll take this piece and adhere it to my strip like that. Just basically pick a spot on there arbitrarily. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start filling in all the different spots. So I'm going to cut this, and notice I'm not doing quite the whole thing because I can actually adhere this piece wherever I want. So notice some of these are going to go off the edge. So I'm going to just set that here for right now. I'm not going to adhere it at this point. And then I'm going to get a nice, beautiful piece right here. Let's see, I'm trying to get some of that pretty flower in there. And maybe this piece goes right here. Oh, actually, well, we can put it right there. What's on the back of this? Oh, some writing. We'll punch some of that out. And that can go right here. Ooh, this one is another one of my favorites. So we'll make sure and get a good whole piece of this. And we'll put that one right here. And you can see it really helps to put these in kind of one at a time. Oh my gosh, my light bulb just came back on. That's interesting. I put the pieces in, or place them kind of one at a time so I can get them positioned exactly where I want. And then if I need to change things up a little bit, I can easily do that. Okay, continuing on, I still just need a few more pieces. I know I'll need one for right here out of that. And I'm thinking one of these out of this for right here. And we need just one more piece. Let's see, do I have another scrap someplace? I do. We'll take one of these right here for this spot over here. Now, let me quick adhere these down and then we'll finish up our card. Okay, so what I want you to know is that I'm trying to be fairly careful that I'm placing each of these with about 1/8 of an inch border between each piece. So there's a kind of an even amount of black in between. Now what we're going to do is flip this over and cut them off. You can use your trimmer if you're more comfortable with that. Even some people might prefer an X-Acto. I like using my scissors because it's easy. And we just want to get rid of any of the excess pieces because the last thing that we're going to do is add a little bit of ribbon to kind of jazz up our card. Okay, and by the way, you can use whatever adhesive you're most comfortable with. I love my fast fuse, as you know, but liquid glue works really well. Snail, if you like snail, is just fine. Whatever works best for you. Okay, so there is our little panel. Now coming back to our card, we're going to attach this to our card. Now first, before I attach it though, I want to do one other thing, and that is I want to actually take and stamp my sentiment. Now the sentiment is from our Truly Tailored stamp set. So hoping your birthday is as grand as you is right here. I've positioned my piece of punched DSP, I guess you can call it. And I want to stamp this using some Versamark, and I'm going to emboss it with my white powder. Before I do that though, I will go ahead and take my embossing buddy. I just have it in this old stamp case. I've literally had this thing for probably 10 or 15 years. As long as we've carried the embossing buddy, I've had one. And it's this one too. Okay, they last forever is kind of my point. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment, just making sure it is facing the right side up on here. Okay, I stamp inked that up. Now I'm going to look for, I'll take this, and I'm going to remove my piece because it's a little easier to do this if you have not attached it. And the reason I know that is because mine was attached when I decided to stamp this. Okay, so I'll just kind of tap off the excess paper here, and then we'll go ahead and heat emboss this. All right. So I'm just heating from behind, and once it's melted, I'll move on. This is kind of like the exciting part of stamping. When this happens, it always is so awesome. It makes me remember the beginning of my stamping days when I was so easily impressed by such things. Okay, so hope your birthday is as grand as you are. And then, of course, on the inside, we have friend. So I like that. All right. Let's finish this up. So I'll just adhere this panel right to my card, again, with some fast fuse. Now, I noticed, and you're going to see this here, is this is not exactly straight, as you can see. So that is kind of a bummer. But when we put the ribbon over the top, it's going to hide that pretty well. And that part makes me pretty excited. So I've got my velvet ribbon. This is, again, part of that Share What You Love, Gotta Have It All bundle, which I love. Every time I've played with this set, I get more giddy about the whole thing because it's pretty much that awesome. Okay, so I've got this attached, and I'm just going to trim this so that it's even with the edge of my card, and then I'll glue dot the end down as well, like so, and then we're going to add a bow. This ribbon is a little bit thick, so tying the bow on there just was not working. Now to get the pretty loop, I'm going to kind of flip this around and then push this in for my loop. That way I get the beautiful velvet showing and not the boring inside of my ribbon showing. Okay, so that looks pretty awesome. And if you kind of smush it, you actually can get a relatively flat bow. It's not too bad. And I'll trim those ends so they're nice and neat. And then I'm going to attach this with a couple of glue dots. So maybe I'll put 3 down, 1 on the center and 1 on kind of each side. That will ensure that it adheres nicely to my card. Okay, and then when you do that, you kind of take away the fact that that's not crooked or that's not totally straight. It's not as obvious, I don't think, once you have the bow on there, because the bow kind of hides your crookedness. So it's a little sneaky trick. Anyway, I hope you've loved this project as much as I have sharing it with you. Please make sure that if you would like to get this amazing bundle, the special just goes until May 31st, 2018. The details are all in the description of my video, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stamping with me, guys. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.